Hello, everyone, and welcome to the... Shit, I forgot to pull it up.
Sixth movie club?
Fifth.
Fifth. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Right,
from the future.
it's one off from the normal show because the normal show had the end of the
Game of the
year.
year.
So, that makes sense. The fifth episode of Movie Club and part 2. Because part 1 was
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
With the 2009 Star Trek, so it's more like,
So it didn't get canceled.
Kirk, Star Trek, now! Lens flare.
Yeah.
So this is the second part. This is the new movie, and it was Lego Movie 2, the second part.
Yeah, that is true. That was the title of the film.
Which, in terms of subtitles for a sequel, is probably one of the best.
I'll give you that. That is a good subtitle. But also, I feel like it's funny because I feel like I have a lot of thoughts on the movie. But just to start us off with the subtitle stuff, well, another good start subtitle is like Wreck-It Ralph. I think is a good subtitle.
Break the Internet?
Yeah, I think it's a good subtitle.
I mean, it makes sense for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if they were going to play off the whole Kim Kardashian thing, they should have released it that year, not
They should have had
2.5, 3 years later.
Like, there have been so many good ways to do that.
Well, then isn't the thing that the promo material for Wreck-It Ralph is a bunch of, like, movie posters with Ralph instead of...
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, fuck.
That would... I'm not sure if I'm going to like that movie. Unlike Lego Movie, which I... Dude, that movie is... It's just a fun movie.
God, geez, so, do you want to start with our random other nonsense first, or you want to go straight into the Lego movie?
We can do our nonsense.
Okay.
Let's get our nonsense out of the way.
Sounds good. Let's see, where do we start with? So, I have a good place to start. So, I saw the first 2 Matrix movies, and I've never seen The Matrix before.
So, I've seen the first one a couple times.
So in my head, I had a vision of what The Matrix was. That was the first 10 minutes of the film, was my entire thought of what The Matrix was. I thought that was longer.
No.
I didn't realize how quick you got out of The Matrix, for example.
Yeah. It's rough.
No, I think it's still a really cool movie, and I understand, like, for sure, every sci-fi thing came from the last 20 years.
Well, no, it's just rough in the sense that if you're going in thinking it's gonna be the bullet cam, bullet
It's
time.
Revelations. You think it's Revelations is the issue.
Yeah.
Because I saw Revelations. I think this is what I thought Matrix was.
So I've seen 1 and 3.
Oh.
Because I heard you didn't really have to see 2 if you were gonna see 3 because they're basically the same thing.
I like 2 a decent amount. But 2 is not even close to 1, but 2 I actually decently like.
Is 2 the one with the highway scene? Or is that 3?
Yeah. Define the highway scene, but I think so. 2 had a highway scene.
The one where they're like fighting on the highway.
Yeah, and you have like where the two, there's a point where like the 2 trucks are coming and stuff.
Yeah. That's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember if that was the second or the third one.
Second one, I understand why it gets a bad rap, but like I don't think it's a bad film.
I think it's okay from, it's okay what they did.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of basically putting out 2 and then 3 immediately after.
That is a weird decision, don't get me wrong, but
it was
like,
weird.
2 in isolation is not bad.
Yeah, it was weird, but what they did may have made sense, but from what I've heard, they didn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
Much in the same way that there didn't need to be 3 Hobbit movies when the book is literally like 150 pages, if that.
Right, that is true.
So even if you did a page a minute...
It'd be the equivalent to 1 movie.
Yeah.
Which the script rule isn't
just
like
under
that, like a page a minute.
Yeah, normally a script is a page a minute.
Yeah.
And that may sound weird when you're like reading scripts of movies and there's like 2 lines of dialogue.
But it's like the camera pan and
Yeah,
the
so
thing.
it tells you every movement, right? Every lighting, the background stuff, the costumes, all that. So like it sets up the intermittent shots in between conversation and stuff like that. So yeah, when you start reading scripts, first off, they can be very daunting.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like, oh yeah, I really liked what's a good one that I read? I really liked
Spider versus script is interesting. I skimmed that thing. I was like, it's weird because you can't put that movie in a script.
shit. What movie was it? Oh, it was Drive.
Okay.
The
Is
one
that
with
the Ryan Gosling movie?
yeah, with Ryan Gosling. I couldn't remember if it was Drive or Driver for some reason.
It's Drive.
Yeah, that one. Like obviously the driver has very few lines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you see where his lines are supposed to be and it's just actions.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like it's tough to piece it together. It's very daunting to tackle a script head on, but yeah, that's why usually you'll hear of like for instance, like if there's I don't know, like it's tougher for games, but like you hear of games having like 3,000 page scripts or whatever,
Yeah, it's stupid.
which when you start thinking about it, like okay, maybe they're not abiding to the minute a page.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe half of those pages are like, oh, this is one specific like quest giver and that's all they have. And they may have a response, and that's one page. So like TV scripts are even more different because you have to plan in the blocking and stuff like that. Movie scripts are tough to tackle. I'd say TV scripts are the easiest to read.
Yeah, because they inherently have to be more digestible, I think, too.
And they're shorter, and they tell you like, okay, so and so moves from kitchen to living room.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, okay, yeah, I can. If you know the set, it's easy to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once you start reading movie scripts, it can be like, dude, I'm like 5 pages in and I have no idea what's going on.
That's accurate as fuck.
And actually, scripts can be longer than the movie.
Yeah, 'cause you could cut things or edit them out.
Yeah.
God.
So normally when a story or a movie that's up for best story publishes its script because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Normally when that happens, that's when you start seeing people like some studios will leave in the scenes that were cut,
And some will pull them.
and some will pull out the scenes. But yeah, like every now and then you'll see like, oh, there was supposed to be this whatever,
I like the ones where it's scenes are in different orders and you're like, what?
Oh yeah, or yeah, if it's shot out of order for some reason.
Because that happens.
Or
Like
it's
in the
assembled out of
post,
order.
you're like, oh, this makes more sense.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Nice.
definite. Scripts are just weird. Like
Yeah.
they're tough to handle. They're tough to write. Like
Oh yeah, especially even little stuff like the difference in a book is you could fill in the blanks. You can't do have the human fill in the blank with a lot of visual stuff.
well, inherently a book is going to be more descriptive
Mm-hmm.
because it has to set the stage
Right.
for you. Whereas we'll call it a movie script just because it'll be easier to discuss. A movie script will be more abstract in a lot of its stuff
Mm-hmm.
because instead of the author saying they look out on a plane that had a couple houses and stuff like that. Like if they adapted the book for the movie, the script would just read like, I don't know what's a good character name, Jeff, That's a terrible character name, but
You don't like
Jeff
Jeff?
opens door, walks out house
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, the Great Yonder. Um, and then you're like, okay, so what's out there? But obviously, they don't have to write that in because that's up to set, that's up to VFX, that's up to,
Mm-hmm.
the other people. It's not up to the script.
And that makes sense.
I would really like to read the scripts for the Lego movies.
Really? How? It's just because what you just want to see, like, if there's editing notes or whatever in there.
Well, no, I just want to see, like, okay, how do they describe,
This.
like, the building scenes and stuff like that?
That's true. To me, you just have a video tied to it of someone building.
Did I ever send you the video of how they made the first one?
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
it's insane. Something like, what else did I see? We talked about it. So I saw the Matrix stuff. I played that Disney game that everyone started talking about.
So here's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't think everyone's talking about it.
a decent amount are. You can't say no one is.
Fewer people are talking about it than I expected.
Which is interesting because it already has decently good sales.
Well, but it's a Kingdom Hearts game. It's gonna sell. Like,
No, it's already the number one selling Kingdom Hearts game.
but what I'm saying is, it's like there's not gonna be a lot of like drop off between. Like, if you just went from between 2 and 3, right?
I feel bad for you if you did.
Well, but just I know there's a shit ton of like 2.1 and 2.8 and all that other stuff.
But yeah,
But like, if you just look at the sales between 2 and 3, like the people that would have dropped off, are outweighed by the kids and the kids of the people that played.
yeah. Who then played the DS games?
So
and
it's
played the other
going
stuff.
to obviously sell more.
It's
And there's more people, and it's on a system that's more popular.
yeah, it's on Bolt. Two systems are more pop.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's not a system much more popular. This would go weird. It is if you combine both systems, but yeah, because it's on the PS2.
Was 2 on PS2?
Yeah, PS2 is
Okay.
the doesn't like, no, it's not. From that, just
I couldn't remember if it was on PS2 or if it was on the beginning of PS3.
Oh yeah, no, it was PS2. There was no native PS3 Kingdom Hearts games. They did the collections, but there was no like this is the PS3 Kingdom Hearts game.
Well, it wasn't 2.8.
PS4 game.
What was the PS3 one?
There was ports. They did a collection. Like they did collections.
2.1 or whatever.
They did 1.5 and 2.5 were just collections of. They're just collections of 3 games apiece. They're not separate games.
Okay.
That's what gets weird. Kingdom Hearts has been on like a lot of different things.
It seems like that game is just like Disney jizzing itself.
It is. So it's cool. 'Cause there was stuff in there that I like a lot. So one of the things is the combat system is like they took from one of the most recent games was Dream Dot Distance, which everyone knew the combat system was coming from. Like it was like 2013 or something. That game 2014, and that's cool. It's interesting though because of stuff like so there's like combos, right? Or like some sort of like breakups as JRPG. There's always like a special move you could do.
Yeah.
One of the special moves is Disney theme park rides just pop out of fucking nowhere and you ride them to attack people. Like you're on a carousel,
Yeah,
or the
I've
blaster in the Toy
seen
Story
that.
game, or the fucking water rides. It's a very
Yeah,
interesting gimmick.
I've seen the teacup one.
Yeah, the teacup one is one of. I'm okay with teacup one. The one I hate is the water ride one because you set up the water and then you hit the button to like run the ride and it hits the things in between. And I don't like that. I like the blaster a lot because it just puts you in like one of those like Toy Story blasters and your team just shoot things in like in a thing, so it's cool. Story is convoluted. It's Kingdom Hearts. Like I like it, but I somewhat am following what I'm doing. If you like, as I said, if you went from 2 to 3, you have no clue what's going on because all of the villains that are in 3, they basically weren't even introduced yet in 2.
Okay.
So it's this weird thing in that way. The worlds, I find the worlds are way bigger this time, which is interesting. Like a
I
world
hope
in
they are. They've had what?
they've had years. But it's still the thing of like when I say world's bigger, like it used to be like
15 years.
but it's like very much like the world's like pseudo open world games, which is weird. It's like that kind of like a lot bigger.
Okay.
And that's what gets interesting of like I'm like I almost feel like the worlds might be a little too big at points because like I like the idea of like going into the world, go do a thing and like jump to a new world is like the whole Kingdom Hearts gimmick. And I'm like I don't want to spend like hours on this one world, especially on someone I don't care about. Like the Tangled world, I'm like I don't care about Tangled. Gonna break it to all of you.
Well, like I said, those games are just. If you're a hardcore Disney fan, you're gonna love them.
The only thing is, and this is a minor spoiler, but everyone's been talking about this online. The thing that blew my mind. So one of the worlds in there is the Frozen world.
Yeah.
Guess what they did for the Frozen world?
I don't know. They played Let It Go on loop.
They played the entire scene of Let It Go with you in there. The entire scene.
Yeah.
I was like, which director was like, we're gonna do the entire movie, like the entire scene. I'm like, why? Why is this the choice you made? We could have done this for like a minute.
I wonder if it's because, like, Disney's weird.
That is true.
So I wonder if they're like, okay, you want to do Frozen, then you're going to have this scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Disney's weird. They want to stick with EA for Star Wars, which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm on ESPN looking at the best sneakers of Week 17 in the NBA. The Puma Clyde courts are really good looking.
But yeah, so I enjoy it. Like I'm never gonna sell you in Kingdom Hearts, but like I think if you like Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah, you're not gonna
well,
sell. You're definitely not gonna sell me,
but like it's for Kingdom Hearts, it's for sure a good game, and it's way better than it has any right to be for being in development for as long as it really was.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
I mean, what other games have had? Well, Last Guardian.
but Kingdom that's weird though, because three technically wasn't in development the whole time. Like they did other games, so it's hard to see. Like three's been in development for at least 7 years.
Well, but you have to imagine they were doing something.
Something. Let me do for act like we have no like the first trailer for this game was 2013, so like that's why I think 7 to 8 years of active development is the safe bet, assuming they haven't been doing pre-pro stuff before that.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
have to imagine they've been working on in some form
capacity for
at
10 years.
least a decade.
Yeah, I think that's a valid argument. I don't think they from two, considering there's so many in between. I bet you they weren't touching it the entire time. Like it's not even like where like Last Guardian was the entire time they were touching that sucker.
Yeah. Well,
So
I think the problem with Last Guardian was they were just like they were
Had
trying to
themselves.
do the Naughty Dog of cramming the absolute most out of the system.
Also, I'm gonna say the thing that people won't agree with it. I don't know if Team Ico has made games that I consider amazing. Like people like swear by the games. I'm like, I don't get it.
They made what Shadow of the Colossus and
Ico and Last Guardian.
yeah. I mean, those games were never for me anyway.
They weren't for me either. That's why I'm like they're fine. I just don't understand the love.
Yeah. Speaking of not seeing the love, um, I don't know if you saw it, but somebody did a Twitter poll of Metro Exodus
Okay.
on still gonna buy it, I'll wait for it on Steam, or never gonna buy it.
Okay.
And I think never gonna buy it was like 65%. And then wait for Steam was basically the rest of it.
Would you think that was never gonna buy it? Would they have bought it independent of the fact? Like, do you think that's
They the people that would have bought it, the people that would have taken part in the poll, I think it was a Metro sub. It was a
Okay.
subreddit.
That's what I'm
So
trying to
they
figure out,
would
like,
have
what is
they would have
behind
gotten
it.
the game anyway. But
But
now
okay,
that
I'm
it's
gonna say the thing of because how consumers are. I bet you still a chunk of the people who said I'm never gonna buy it are still gonna buy it because that's how people are. Like I'm not gonna buy this thing.
oh, they'll still
Buys
buy
EA's
it. They'll
games
probably
next
wait
game.
for Steam, but
Like it's always the joke of
yeah.
I'll never buy EA game ever again. EA game broke records. How did that happen?
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. The Origin Access Premier is $100 a year,
Mm-hmm.
and I currently have. Well, that one I paid for, but one, two, three full-priced games downloaded.
Ooh.
So that would be what, $180?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have Battlefield 5, Madden NFL 19. Well, and also this gives you the like $100 version. So like you get all the goodies.
Ooh.
Like you get the like for Madden NFL 19, it's the Hall of Fame edition, which is the $100 version.
Nice.
So like I've got two, three, basically I've definitely got $200. I don't know what Andromeda goes for.
Probably like $20, $15. I
Well,
bet you still a $15 game, $20
and
game.
depending on what the tax is for
Mm-hmm.
the extra stuff, which I don't think is much, but
I bet you the game of the edition is when it.
yeah, I don't like Andromeda doesn't have the stuff that like 1, 2, and 3 had, right, where it was like new.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
think so. I thought it was more like.
Remembers, hold on, let me fire up Origin because it'll tell me. Let's see, extra content. It's the Deep Space Pack, which I think is just cosmetics.
Okay.
It's outfit, a pet, the soundtrack, the deluxe upgrade, which is just outfits, the soundtrack, multiplayer. Yeah, it's just basically just skins. It doesn't have the. But like with the, with 2 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
it gets me the full experience.
Hmm.
So for $107 a year after tax, and you get 10% discount on purchases, any purchase.
Okay.
So like with Apex Legends, if I wanted to buy currency for it, I get a 10% discount.
Which actually is not horrible.
No, like people like to shit on EA.
But that is for sure a thing that could make it worth it.
What they've done with Origin Access and
Mhm.
Origin Premier. Okay, Origin Access. Let me go to the Vault.
The Vault.
I like how they call it the Vault.
That
Okay,
is-
so I
that's
can
a cool
get
name.
Anthem. I can
Okay.
get Battlefield. I can get FIFA 19. I can get Madden 19. I can get The Sims.
They all come day and date, right? Every EA game.
Yeah, it comes day and date, and it's the earliest window.
Okay. So it's whatever. Yeah, and you get like the 6-hour test, don't you? Whatever it's called.
Yeah. So like Anthem, I can preload on the 13th,
Okay.
which obviously I would have preloaded it by the time this goes up. But anyway, like there's Darksiders 3.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of indie games too. So it's not just EA games.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Max is on here, which was a Warner game.
Which I'm surprised on that more so. That there's like others.
Yeah, I mean, there's if you're looking to get into a service, it's probably the best one out there. Like all the Lego
Game
games
Pass.
are on here.
I might fight you with Game Pass.
Um,
And this is me again outside looking at the games. I think on both. I think Game Pass probably is a better offering to me.
well, but that's specific to Xbox right now. It's not on
Uh,
PC yet.
that's true. It's no.
It's coming to PC. It's
Is
not
that
there
what it
yet.
is? Okay. I thought I remember them talking about PC.
Like I can get the discount for Forza Horizon with Game Pass,
Okay,
but I can't get it with Game Pass yet.
you can't.
So, which when I bought Forza Horizon, I just found a cheap key for it. And,
Oh, but I thought the whole thing with Game Pass is though if it's a first party game, it auto goes on PC because
well, if
they're
it's first party, yeah, it's on
because
PC.
that's their thing or whatever.
Yeah, it's on PC. But like I don't have Game Pass because I barely use my Xbox anyway.
That's valid.
In fact, my Xbox is now my Hulu machine, so um because it does live TV, which for some reason the PlayStation doesn't do, but it is what it is.
Nice. So, AJ, I think we need to talk about this. Speaking of another on the EA topic, there was this game that was rumored, announced, and released, and almost broke Fortnite's concurrent Twitch streams, all in the past 96 hours.
If that,
Right. No. I saw this. It was literally. I know it's Apex Legends. It was on Twitch. It was 2,000 short of beating out Fortnite for number one.
well, and that's mainly because like all the Fortnite streamers are going to Apex
Which also, but I saw a meme.
because it's the new game.
Speaking of with Matrix, I thought it was hilarious. I saw a meme where it was like them fighting with the top, and it was the meme in it was Matrix when it was when the one guy's come out. He's like, Neo and Morpheus are fighting.
The thing of it is though, Apex is way different than Fortnite. Like,
Which is also Apex reached 10 million way quicker than Fortnite did.
yeah.
Which is interesting to me. That I'm like, I wonder if this could have legs considering how quick it reached that number.
Well, it definitely helps that Fortnite exists.
Oh, it does. I think it helps it, but I'm also curious though that like, can can this do what Fortnite did and like find people who wouldn't play these games?
I'd imagine. It's cartoony in the way that Fortnite is.
But
It's
this is
free.
like, right, it's free and it feels like Titanfall, which I think is a plus. The shooting feels like Titanfall.
Yeah, the shooting feels like Titanfall. The movement doesn't.
No, but I think the shooting of Titanfall is like superb.
Which it's a bummer that Titanfall 3 had to die for this to live.
Oh, that is true. But it's also weird to
Because
think this is in Source.
is it still in source?
Yeah, this is still Source.
I want to fire it up to fact check you, but I can't. I don't want to.
I am positive because I've been hearing people talk about like they like released an interview of like no, getting 60 people to play on Source. They said it was the hardest part of this project.
Okay. And that makes sense why it's 60.
That makes sense, but also I still can't process you got Source to work with 60 people.
Well, what's a Counter Strike server or a TF2 server?
Like 25 or it's like a normal size like
I
deathmatch.
thought it was
So,
30, but
so
was
say it's
15.
30, we still doubled it.
30,
Like
32. Yeah.
we still doubled the size that service we did.
I mean, it's impressive, yes. But some of me almost wonders if maybe because Source isn't really designed
Mm-hmm.
around like major lobbies.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's designed around you know TF2 basically
Mm-hmm.
because Counter Strike is 10
Mm-hmm.
and Fortnite is the most, or
Mm-hmm.
not Fortnite. TF2 is the most. So I think it's definitely designed around a player max of whatever TF2 server is. Um,
So
I have definitely seen like I've hopped into a couple prop hunt games on Gmod,
mm-hmm.
Garry's Mod, and it's been like 20 something players.
Mm.
So I think it's definitely doable. And obviously it is doable.
But I've heard it's for sure a hard feat what they did.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Apex Legends now that we've kind of gone around it?
I love it. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, actually, it is really hard to. So it has the. So I always thought PUBG was hard to people. I think that was PUBG was a PC shooter and my like is what it built as. I think Titanfall is hard to kill people because people are just bullet sponges.
Dude, people are bullet sponges, man.
To be fair, my first two games I got kill per game, which I was proud of.
Well, and like the thing of it is, like, it's not. So I don't know what your health is.
Yeah.
So when I see the numbers pop up,
I mean,
like, okay, I did 35 on that, so how low is he?
right. I like the little thing of it pops different colors depending what you're wearing.
Yeah, it tells you what armor they have. So you can at least plan for that.
Mm.
And also, I don't know, like, do helmets do anything? Because, like, they don't add to your armor.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's a slot and you can get different tiers. So it makes me wonder if maybe helmets do
Yeah.
headshot prevention. But yeah, it's fun, man. I figured out the few spots that I want to. I will say it's really nice that they tell you what's going to be there. Like it's like
Mm-hmm.
epic loot, high tier loot, mid tier loot, like so you can kind of learn the map of okay, here's the flight path, here's where a high tier loot is going to be. So we want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of like, the random of Fortnite and PUBG. It's still random, but you know what I mean.
So what do you think? So one of my things I'm held up on this is so it forces us into squads. Basically, is what the whole thing of this is.
I have to imagine singles is coming.
I have to imagine, but it's weird to me because like technically, like even launch wise, you can break from your squad and go where you want. But like I'm like, you really can't. Like you can, but you're fucked.
Yeah, every time that I've just been destroyed, it's because the squad's not sticking together
Yeah.
and we just get steamrolled.
Especially because everyone's bullet sponges. It's not like some like PUBG where like if we score, at least someone takes a bullet, so it doesn't matter. This you're all bullet sponges, so like it does.
Well, and if it's a 2-on-1, you're never going to win a 2-on-1.
That's true.
Like a 2-on-1 on PUBG, you could win.
Especially if they're close enough and you have enough grenade. Like you totally could.
Well, and like even a shotgun in PUBG is if they're close enough, a 1 down at least.
Yeah.
Potentially 2 down. But shotguns in this are like they feel like they don't do anything, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they take so damn long to cycle, especially if you get the what is it, Peacekeeper?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The full auto shotgun's awesome though.
Mm-hmm. I also just fuck it. I still really like this game. Definitely have issues though with like even like it's the style like Titanfall was too, like the style of environment stuff too. Stuff to me feels way harder to tell where I am in comparatively to like other types of games we were playing with like even Blackout or whatever. I'm like, I know where I am. This I'm like, it all looks kind of the same.
And well, a lot of it does, but then once you get towards the center, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot more foliage.
And that's fine, but it's just me trying to like visually look like where am I and learn this map. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's tough to. Well, I would say like I don't have experience with Blackout, but with PUBG, and I guess for a lesser extent, I didn't play a lot of Fortnite, but just looking at the house or looking at the building,
Mm-hmm.
you could kind of tell what area you were in
Mm-hmm.
because you're like, okay, You know, Pachinki's a bunch of uh, concrete buildings and
Mm-hmm.
houses, like 2 or 3 story houses. Um, and then like there's the apartment blocks up in the northwest. There's the military base, like so you know the just by looking at what building you're at. Like, okay, I'm here on the map and I need to get wherever.
Mm-hmm.
With this, I still haven't learned the map
Yeah.
long enough. And that's partially because these matches are so short.
That is true, actually. I've noticed that too. It's so, like, I'm like, this is a 10-minute match. There are times when, like, getting the lobby menu is hard longer than matches.
Yeah. Do you play it on PC?
No.
You'll have to get it and then we can play it.
Yeah, that's fine. Or then with whatever random person we're with, we'll just kill.
Eh, but randos can be useful.
They're good bullet sponges.
The communication in it though is great. Just having the ping.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that ping system's actually surprisingly good.
Well, and I didn't realize until I was in a scramble and trying to mash middle mouse. But if you hold the ping, you can
Mm-hmm.
specifically say like, okay, this is an enemy, or
Oh yeah, I know.
this is
That's
where
that.
we want to go, or yeah, I didn't realize that because I was just normally I just like ping a location and then ping an enemy and that's it.
And it auto just knew what you pinged, so
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah.
Um, breaking news before we get into Lego talk. Disney just dropped the Aladdin trailer.
Does anybody care?
I bet
Okay.
you do gangbusters. It will do gangbusters, and we both know it's true.
Yeah, I'm saying that sarcastically. It'll be the most popular trailer.
Genie looks atrocious. Don't worry. It looks like you just dunked Will Smith in a thing of blue paint.
I forgot how disturbing Mr. Mime was in that Detective Pikachu.
Oh, me too. God, going into Lego movie. First off, that is whenever that thing comes out, that is our movie of the month. But like, oh my God, Mr. No, Charizard was the other one. I was like, what the fuck did you do to Charizard?
Well, Charizard at least looks like okay, you can understand
But yeah, Mr. Mime.
why it looks like that.
Also, Jigglypuff is a little. Pikachu is somehow the least disturbing Pokemon they showed.
Well, I hope so. You have to nail that if your movie's gonna be based around it.
That's true. But it was like, I'm so curious on Detective Pikachu. Like, I'm so curious. I'm like, can this be good?
Can it be good?
It
There's about
can
a
be,
30% chance it can be.
but it's like
Will
Bumblebee.
it will
Bumblebee
it be
shouldn't have been
good?
good.
Will it be good is the question though.
That's true. I bet you there'll be good moments in it.
Yeah. Because you've got Ryan Reynolds, you've got
Ryan Reynolds.
what appears to be a competent team
That's what I'm
making it.
saying. But it's also legendary, which I don't have a problem with their movies, but they're like aimed at like the Chinese market, like that type of market, which concerns me.
Well, they're becoming aimed towards the Chinese market.
Right, but this movie totally is. Like, even the way Charizard's designed and the action, I'm like, yeah, this is totally aimed there.
Which I don't have a problem with.
But it
Like,
for sure you usually get a cut on your story because of it.
yeah. I will say um what movie was it? The one Transformers movie where they like just throw in a shot of like Hong Kong.
Was that the fourth?
I don't know. But it whatever one it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like they throw in like they have a scene in China or whatever it is.
Just for funding purposes.
Yeah. Just to be like, yeah, we'll put China in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. It's it is what it is. There's a lot of uproar right now because Reddit took $150 million from Tencent.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
there's the there's been a lot of talk about censorship from the Chinese market,
Mm-hmm.
um, which say what you will, but Tencent seems to keep their finger out of their Western stuff.
Yep.
So
Okay. You ready to talk about the brick people?
yeah,
Okay. So, AJ, first question. Is everything awesome?
everything is not awesome.
Oh yeah, remember we might spoil this movie. Just a warning.
Oh, we're definitely spoiling at least the songs.
That's true. Um,
Um, right? Isn't it? Everything's not awesome,
yeah,
but it can be.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my first critique of this movie, and I've been thinking about this for a bit now. I saw about 24 hours ago. I
Excuse
feel
me.
they had,
I've as I'm choking myself to death. Did you like the first movie?
yeah.
Okay.
So I think the things I dislike about this movie is when they divulge from the form of the first movie. The things when I dislike it the most. So my per example is I think they play the real people way too much.
Yes.
Like way too. Like the whole thing with the first movie was you saw it once and it was a cool thing when you realized what it all was about.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really show that, and that was what's cool about it. This I'm like I didn't need this every two scenes.
Yeah. Towards the end, it gets kind of like, okay,
Like
we get it.
yeah, like I'm like the message was so shoved down our throats. I'm like also the real world tie-in tied to how that happened in the movie. I'm like this made no sense.
Uh, it does and it doesn't
It does and it doesn't, but I feel like the thing that made it
because
go on.
the whole Emmett smash is obviously the kid
Yeah.
playing with Emmett and then punching through the cake.
Right.
So that makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense of like why, like, yeah,
So I'm gonna here's the part where also the film broke for me, and we'll get to good stuff in a second. Is so the whole shtick with all this movie is it's the kid playing the toys, right? And like that's what's happening.
yeah,
Besides obviously the time travel stuff, which yeah. Uh why would the kid bring Emmett up to the girl's room to then smash with Emmett though? And that's the part that breaks that's where you like run this narrative and it breaks for me.
yeah.
If you said the kid just did it, great. Or if you didn't tie the kid to it and the Emma just did it by his own, great. But like you purposely showed the kid doing it and tied them together. I'm like what? The kid wouldn't bring him up and play the game so if he's pissed at his sister.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's obvious plot holes, but it's still a fun movie. Like,
Oh, it's a fun movie. I really like some of the like the whole intro shtick of like we're all dark and gritty and like Emmett is like happy and go lucky.
so I was gonna text you of like, because I saw it on Friday, you saw it on Saturday.
Yeah.
I was gonna text you and say, dude, the Blade Runner 2049 slash Mad Max mashup at the beginning is hilarious because it's totally Mad Max,
Oh, it 100% Mad Max.
and then they toss in a little bit of the Blade Runner 2049 where they go look for Deckard,
Yeah.
and it's the dust town. Like they do that. Like it was just I was laughing as I was watching that. I'm like,
No,
this is
that
just
was
too
cool.
good.
I don't know how I feel about like older Emmett.
Yeah. Like you said, the real world stuff I think got a little too convoluted.
Like the first movie I think really worked because it was this like yes, it's the kid playing, but like that's also why they're in their little shtick.
Yeah, a lot of it made sense. And like they got a lot of the like fun references
Mm.
in with just simple wordplay.
Yeah. I did like the bridal party was funny or Batman's ego shit. Like that was when you get like, okay, this is funny.
Yeah. But then, like, as I'll remember the Craggle,
Yeah.
right, from the first one, which is just the super glue. So it's like obviously they can, they make up a story because it's the kid's mind.
Right.
But like the whole, like if they just did the wordplay
Hmm.
for the Sistar system, which I thought was pretty funny.
And then I realized what they meant by like your mom. I did like the thing where even Wildstar was like, "Your mom? Are you serious?"
Well, and the whole like I was trying to figure, okay, it's our Mamageddon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, is it supposed to be our Mamageddon?
Or
Like
mom.
in like our,
Yeah.
not our Mamageddon. And then once that clicked, I was like, okay, that's a lot funnier.
Hmm. It's funny, but it was totally like I totally didn't fully understand either until they said it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, the
that's
songs were
good.
great.
Songs were good. The whole the whole like this is songs gonna get stuck in your head. I really like the meta shit of the credits. That's
The
when I lost
the
it.
credit songs are hilarious. The
I
first one
straight,
was pretty good. This one was even better.
I straight lost it, and they're like, "This is the credits. You watch the part." I was like, "What?"
And then, did you stay through the credits?
I didn't see the. Actually, I know I walked out like halfway. Did it get better?
They start calling out specific people.
Oh, like random people.
No, in the credits.
Okay.
So like as their name comes by, it's like, oh, this is whoever,
It's pretty good.
associate executive producer, something like. So they call it, and it's pretty funny. But um, no, my favorite song is the Tiffany Haddish. Um, just not into Gotham guys.
That's good. I like the I'm a just a normal, not suspicious.
That one was good too.
I do like she meant I am terrible. I mean terrific.
Yeah. So there's
And which funny
definitely a
because
lot.
once you realize it's the sister's thought process, you're like, oh, that would make sense for that age too.
Yeah. Uh, dude, the movie is just like I'll never um not appreciate the Lego movies.
They're good. I think the first one is a stronger movie, personally.
Oh, it's definitely a stronger movie.
Because I think
But
the first
just
one also, we didn't know what to expect.
yeah, the process that they have to do to make these because they
Mhm.
digitally make every set
Right.
and then they put that into I think it's After Effects.
I'm surprised they don't do something like put it into like Maya or like Arnold and just like render it like not
They
visual.
may put it into there. I
Because to
can't
me
remember
that
exactly what it was, but they
to
put
me
it
that
into a
makes more sense.
physics engine.
Yeah.
Um, and then that's why when it breaks, it's not like just random breaks. It's actually the pieces coming apart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, just the process that they have to put into making it. My favorite part though is because obviously there's a lot of like for them fourth wall breaking
Mm-hmm.
and references to stuff that they can see, but the ghost being clearly held on with a stick
Yeah.
is the funniest part. Because every time I watch the first one, and in the first one it's fishing line,
Mm-hmm.
and they definitely don't go out of their way to hide it. And in this one, he's right in the beginning, and it's obviously a like a clear stick of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty funny. It makes sense though when you start to think about okay, they're playing with these, like this is them playing with the toys. So obviously they're gonna put the ghost on something so that he can like float around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So as a whole, recommend?
Oh, totally recommend.
I'll give it to him. I don't know. I'm probably more on the fence than you are, but I'll give it to him. I think there's a lot of holes in this movie.
There's a lot of holes, but it's just a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
Like that's why I recommend it. Is it's like if you want to go watch a good movie,
Mm-hmm.
this isn't it. This isn't
want-
a good movie. This is
Feel
a
like
fun
a fun
movie.
movie. Yeah. I'll give you that. That is a valid argument. So
Okay.
AJ, I think you have something special for the people on the way out.
Yeah. So, at the end of this episode, we'll have an interview with Desmond Wong. Just trying to remember, look up his name. Desmond Wong from the Gentle Bros studio. The developers of Cat Quest and Cat Quest 2.
Oh,
Cat Quest 2 coming out later this year. So,
nice. Sounds good. So I have anything else to say to our people before we say goodbyes?
I don't personally have anything.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for actually recently who subscribed to our podcast. We have seen a substantial spike in numbers, which I think it has to do with an interview or two, but we have seen, so thank you new people joining us. Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes or podcast service of your choice. Please send us reviews. We love those 5 stars. We don't accept less than 5 stars, though. Those could stay home. Or you can send us postcards if it's less than 5 stars. That is 1 White House Lane, Washington, D.C.
That's not what it is, but sure.
Is it one? Was it Pennsylvania Avenue?
It's what is it? Something 72 Pennsylvania Avenue.
And just do care of the SWW show on there. It'll get to us.
White House address.
It sounds like-
1600 Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah. So send it there, care of the SWW show. It'll definitely get to us, right, AJ?
Because I saw the White House. When I went to D.C., we stood at the fence and saw the White House.
We wait for the mail to come. We grab the truck. We check if there's any in for us, and then we run. But
There's a considerable distance in D.C. from where you stand to where like the actual White House is.
yeah. I wonder why it's almost like.
Well, like you look at the photos and you see the fence that's like, right outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's another like 40 feet back.
You heard the story like in Obama's last year, and the person snuck into the White House, right? Like running across.
Somebody does that every year. Or every other year.
But have you seen the Joe Rogan stand-up bit about it?
Dude, I don't know why I like watching Joe Rogan stand up. Because he's
But
really
he's-
not that funny.
But you've seen that bit, right?
Yeah.
he's like, with the girl, he's like, I love my girls, but I could kill them.
My personal favorite Joe Rogan bit is the one about
The Jenner one is the one that makes me die every time.
the Brock Lesnar one.
Oh, that is good. That's good. I like the
That
Jenner-
one I can't make it through normally.
I can't make it through the Jenner one because I'm dying when Joe Rogan goes on the chair and goes there. Like makes that noise, I just straight lose it. I can't even process what he's saying.
I think the only reason I like the Brock Lesnar one so much is because I can just I can picture it. Right? I can see in my mind the mental image of Brock Lesnar raping Joe Rogan. Like, 'cause it sounds weird, but it's not that hard to mentally picture because, like, Joe's done stuff in his kickboxing gear,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just like his UFC shorts, so shorter shorts, and then Brock wrestles in basically gym shorts. So there's not a lot left to the imagination.
God almighty.
I just love his Brock Smash.
I also like.
It's just too funny.
I'm gonna stick with. I think the thing that makes Joe Rogan funny is his performance. It's 100% what it is.
Oh yeah, he's the stuff he tells isn't funny. The way
But
he
it's his
tells it
delivery.
is.
His delivery is just amazing.
Yeah. Like he's not a good comedian. He's a good storyteller.
But I think I'm gonna make an argument of the best comedians are. Storytelling is one of the most important parts of being a comedian. You could have a horrible like that's the whole joke of the best comedian could read a phone book.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole shtick. It's like he's like nothing he writes is super funny, but like he knows how to make it funny.
His delivery is okay. Like if he wants to be like a, you know,
I think Joe Rogan just does enough of everything where he goes, I don't care.
yeah.
He's like, my three jobs are I talk about people punch each other, I talk and people laugh, and I talk to other people. That's what Joe Rogan does in his day.
He's not doing a lot of the UFC anymore.
He still does a lot of the he does the pay-per-views, I thought.
He does most of them.
He also has the #1 podcast in the world.
Yeah, that always amazes me.
That is the #1.
When you just see his production value of like
Yeah.
it's him and Jamie.
In like a fucking long table, and he's like, there's a sword at the end of it. Or a flamethrower.
Oh, the flamethrower is new. Yeah.
But that's the entire production value. It's like he's like all I care about is the talking.
Yeah.
It's like Adam Carolla show is like the #2 podcast in the world, and like it's the same type of production value with like 4 people.
But I like Adam Carolla more.
Oh, I do too. I like them both a lot. Adam Carolla, I think, the thing is that makes Adam Carolla really like the way it is he understands why does radio morning shows work, but make it for podcasting instead of radioing. That's what his show is.
Also, you want to know something that I just figured out?
What?
All the best, quote unquote, best stand up comedians that are males
Mm-hmm.
are super into cars.
So we're putting Tim Allen in that group?
Tim Allen, Jerry Seinfeld,
Yeah, comedians.
Adam Carolla, Joe Rogan. Like
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr likes to drive and he likes to go to races. I don't think he has a huge collection of stuff.
I put Bill Burr on like the list of greatest. John Mulaney, I don't know if he's in the cars.
I'm not a huge fan of John Mulaney.
Really?
Yeah.
I could watch New Kid in Town for literally on loop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm not a big fan of what people love?
Oh.
Who is the fucking, God, he directed 8th Grade.
That just got put on something.
Yeah.
Oh, Bo Burnham?
Yeah, people love him. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say the weird thing, and it's gonna sound really weird. I don't like there's no better way to phrase it. The millennial side of humor, which is what he is, and I don't like that.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Like, but that's what his thing is. Like, his whole shtick is like that style of humor. I'm like, I don't get that style of humor.
Well, apparently, he made it huge on Vine first.
Which is weird.
Like, that was one of his things.
Mm-hmm.
Was that he did Vine and then stand up on the side.
Vine was a thing?
Yeah, Vine's a thing, man. I don't think it's a thing anymore, but it's a thing.
Yeah. think we're gonna call it there.
Man, Dimitri Martin.
Who?
Dimitri Martin?
Who?
He's pretty good. He had a show, the Dimitri Show, I believe it was called, on Comedy Central.
Isn't
I
that
clicked
always
through-
the dream,
I clicked
is to get
through,
the show named for you?
I clicked through Bo Burnham onto stand-up comedians somehow,
Mm-hmm.
and Google gives you a list of like other stand-up comedians,
Mm-hmm.
and Dimitri Martin's on there, Jim Jeffries, Hannibal Buress. He's pretty funny.
He is.
Mark Maron. Oh man,
There's a lot of like,
he's an interesting guy.
yeah. Do you know who I miss? Which I know. Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Like, you could say you want. He has some funny ass shit.
Yeah.
Louis at points is a perfect TV show.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. At points, Louis is a perfect TV show, and I'll fight that fight any day.
Yeah, he's definitely had some good stuff there. Yeah.
I guess we'll call it there. A note for people, if you have not seen the Joe Rogan part of his stand-up bit where he does the explaining how the Kardashians turn everyone female bit, you need to watch it, because I freaking can't make it through that.
Also, watch his segment on why he believes, or no, it's not him, it's Pat McAfee, that believes that Kris Jenner is behind that egg on Instagram.
God, fucking mighty. But yeah, remember, you can follow me on Twitter at Mikey_Brony. You can follow AJ at the Grand Rapids boy.
Dude, I'm trying to get AJ Leslie, man. The girl that has it has not responded, and I can't. I don't have enough pull to.
Remember, the hashtag for that is give AJ back.
Also,
No.
breaking news: This Is America won Best Song of the Year.
Which I don't understand. It's the argument for that song being great is the music video, which I just don't agree with. But if that's your argument, that was for the song, not the music video. Otherwise, yeah, follow the show at the SWW Show on Twitter, and we'll catch you guys next week. But stay tuned because you have an interview coming up now. So roll the tape.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special segment of the SWW Show. Today we are talking with Desmond Wong from the Gentle Bros. They're developing a game called Cat Quest 2. I had the fortunate opportunity to play the demo of the first one on Steam, which if you have Steam, it's a great little demo. Desmond, I want to ask you one thing. What is it like developing a game in Singapore?
Oh, it's all right, I guess. It's a small community right here, so there's not many of us. There used to be some government help, right? So we used to have some subsidies and grants a few years ago, but all that's gone now. So like the landscape's like much worse right now. But yeah, I guess it'll be about the same developing games here as anywhere else, probably. Probably quite similar to places like the US or Japan, just on a much smaller scale. So we do have big companies here like Ubisoft,
right?
Koei Tecmo, Namco Bandai, stuff like that. But yeah, just on a much smaller scale. So everything is just on a much smaller scale.
Yeah, it's funny when you talk about those subsidies. I'm from Michigan, and we had a film incentive, a tax incentive for film companies to come in and film. And that has since lapsed. So it's kind of seeing the same thing, right? It's studios are, they moved in, but now they're kind of, some of them left, some of them are trying to stay and make it work. But yeah, so it's definitely, I can see that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's probably the same way with what it is there. Just, I mean, it's, right, if you get a subsidy, it's nice because it's not, so all of a sudden you're not trying to front that entire thing on yourself. So it gives you a better chance to succeed.
Right, exactly. And yeah, most of the subsidies were there because our government was trying to bolster the games industry, like trying to
Okay.
make it its own thing. But the problem with our government is that they don't do things for long periods. So it was probably just like 5-year plan or something like that.
Okay.
So that wasn't enough time for like our industry to actually grow and like
Right,
have our
yeah.
own legs and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's the tough thing. So I see a lot of game companies starting out right now, or game developers joining the industry, but there isn't all the help that there used to be. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just a little concerned that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just count ourselves lucky that we got in at the right time.
Right. So that's funny that you say that. The only thing so I know Singapore, right? Like everybody knows
Right.
where Singapore is and roughly what it is. The thing that
Okay.
I know Singapore for is
Right.
probably something that you're gonna laugh at. I know it for the
Okay.
F1 race.
Yeah, right. It's funny because most of us don't even go for it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just something where we kind of find annoying because all our roads close and
Right. Yeah, because it's a street
yeah,
circuit. So
it gets super crowded, like yeah. But yeah, most of us Singaporeans don't actually enjoy it that much. So I thought you were going to say that we were known for like Crazy Rich Asians or something.
oh no, actually, I never saw that movie. I wanted to see it. That was one that was like it was on my list to see, but I just never had a time where I was like, oh yeah, I have
see.
2.5 hours. Let me go see it.
Right. The ironic thing about that show is that it's supposed to portray Singapore as like a super rich society and
Right,
everything,
yeah.
but actually in actuality most of the scenes that were shot in the show is actually in Malaysia. So that's the funny thing. Yeah. So like all the big houses you see, those
Right,
were
yeah.
not from Singapore. Those were all like shots from Malaysia and other countries.
That's
So
really
yeah,
funny.
it's really really funny. Yeah.
So you mentioned that the streets are shut down. I'm gonna go off on a little tangent here because I'm a huge F1 fan.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
So how how long are the streets shut down? Because like for instance, I know Australia, which is in like a month and a half, the race. They're already starting to set up, but that's not on a ton of public roads. I think it's on one or two, like small sections of a public road. I can't imagine what it's like for you guys. Like, are they shut down for a week?
Right.
Yeah. So how long? Like,
for the roads, right?
is it like 1 week? Is it 2 weeks? Is it?
So I'm not exactly sure about the weeks exactly, but it's certain roads are closed for the duration of the race, obviously, and some time before that to set up. So yeah, I would say maybe a week or more. But it it's just annoying because like pedestrians and stuff, when we walk around, we gotta change our routes and stuff. We can't normally walk the routes that we usually have. That we usually can walk. So most of us don't drive here in Singapore because it's super convenient to take the trains and the buses and stuff like that.
That's actually really nice that you have a public transit system.
Yeah. Yes. In fact, our government tries to like discourage people from driving. We have this cost on our cars called COE. So like I guess a car in the US you could get it for relatively cheaply, right? But a similar car in Singapore will cost like 10 times more.
I was gonna say, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's a different city. It's like a double tax. Like you pay tax of the amount of the car.
Something like that. Yeah, it's called COE. So it's like this extra cost you gotta put to your car on top of the cost of buying the car, which can add up to about like a few $100,000 Singapore dollars or something like that.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, all of a sudden it's like you can't get a car, or if you can, it has to be, maybe not the one you were looking at. You have to look at something older or.
Right. Yeah. So
like
what lots of people do is they buy cars secondhand.
Yeah.
So most of that COE cost is gone because it's a secondhand car.
Oh, okay. So that's only on a brand new.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So when you buy a brand new car, and then when you sell the car, you can get some of that money back, some of that COE back, and then you can just put that money into a new secondhand car. So that's what lots of people, those who drive at least in Singapore, that's what they do. Yeah.
All right. I'm sure I would love to continue talking about that, but I'm sure our listeners want to hear about Cat Quest and Cat Quest 2.
Right, sure.
I just want to say some praises for Cat Quest 1.
Ooh,
because the demo on Steam, like I said, it's really fun.
Oh,
Um,
thanks, man. Thanks.
it's funny when Mike sent me the link. He's like, check it out. Like he knows the style of stuff that I like, and he's like, you may or may not like this, but
Okay.
just give it a chance.
Okay.
And there's games that like are the style of what Cat Quest is that I'm just
Uh-huh.
like, like I see the merit in them. But I fired up
Okay.
Cat Quest, and I was just like, all right, I'm a little cat. I'm walking around and just whack, whack, magic,
Nice.
whack, whack, magic. Like once I got
Yeah.
my thing down, I was like, okay, this is actually pretty fun. I really liked the art
Right.
style. Like it was fun and it was cute, and that like I said, the combat style was. I was like, okay, I figured I was gonna walk and start an encounter, and then like a
Right.
sectioned off encounter. But no, it's like real time
Yeah.
combat in the
Yes.
world.
Yep. 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 So that's something that we were really pushing for. It was one of the ideas right from the beginning, right? We wanted to do like those traditional overworlds, like those stuff you see in Final
Right, yeah.
Fantasy, stuff like that. But you don't actually need to go into a separate screen to the battle, right? You fight it on the overworld itself. So we thought that might be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a fresh, at least for me, a fresh
Yeah.
combat style, because like right now I'm playing through. I just, for instance, finished the DLC for Marvel Spider-Man, and that's very much
right.
like a traditional action game where it's got kind
Yeah.
of sometimes sectioned off encounters.
Yeah.
Whereas this was just like, do. I can fight them. I don't have to.
Yep. Exactly. We actually even let players go into all the dungeons in the game right from the beginning. So you can actually, from as a level 1 character, you can actually try your hand at like a level 99 dungeon or fight a level 200 enemy. We just let you go wild, so you can completely craft the adventure that you want to do. So that's something that we hope players enjoy with the Cat Quest games. Yeah.
So, since it's all unlocked from the beginning, could a level 1, in theory, beat the game
Beat
as a
a-
level 1?
Yes, in fact, after you beat Cat Quest, right, you unlock this new mode called New Game, right? So in New Game, you can actually select different modifiers, which are calling modifiers because our game is just all about puns, right? So modifiers are a bit like the skulls in Halo. So
Oh, okay.
they kind of modify your gameplay in certain ways. So we modifier that keeps your character at level 1. So you have to beat the game at level 1. Yeah. There's another modifier also called Naked Cat, right, which you can't wear any armor, you can't equip any swords or helmets or anything like that, and you have to beat the game essentially naked, right? So yeah, all these are possible, and it's been done by players around the world as well. So yeah, it's even though the game is kind of governed by stats and stuff like that, there's still a lot of players still involved. So if you manage to not get hit by rolling around and like just basically being a really good player, you could technically not get hit at all. Yeah, in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I was noticing that once you kind of figure out the pattern,
Yes.
the attack
Exactly.
pattern, the
Yeah.
ring coming out, like if you can time it right, you're not going to get hurt.
Yeah.
But if you're
Right.
even like 2 frames late, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we're a bit we're really strict on that. We want it to be like super fair to the player, but also challenging and balanced from the game side as well.
Yeah, and I liked that. I like games where you can, figure out what it's asking you to do, and then
Right.
if you're good at that, you're gonna do great.
Yep.
Or you just bash your head against the wall until you finally figure it out.
Right. Yeah, and that's kind of viable tactic as well, right? Because in Cat Quest, when we designed it, when we wanted to make it also as accessible as possible, so if you don't have the skill, you can still just level up. You can grind your way to get as strong as possible to basically overcome any obstacle in the game.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully what we've done is a game that can actually cater to a lot of different playstyles and a lot of different players. And so far, from what we've seen from the game being out, lots of fans have told us that they love it because it's accessible. Their kids can play it, but they themselves they also find challenge in tackling the much higher level dungeons and much higher level like bosses, end game bosses and stuff like that. So yeah, so we're pretty happy with what we've done. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it as well when you played the demo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, it was very fun, and I really enjoyed myself.
Cool.
So Cat Quest 2. Right?
Yes.
It's coming out fairly soon.
It's coming out this year, hopefully. So we've been telling people that we're aiming for about Q3, like the third quarter
Right.
of this year. So like completion development wise, we are progressing well. So like in terms of content, we're about 50 to 60% done. So I know it doesn't
Okay.
sound like a lot, but we were 0% like I think 1 to 2 months ago. So
Okay.
yeah, so yeah. We were basically making all the tools and foundational stuff, all the art assets, to prepare for the actual like content generation,
Right,
which is
yeah.
all our quests, our story, our main missions and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully we meet our target. So we're definitely aiming for this year.
Don't worry, I wasn't gonna try to hold you to like, okay, is it is it gonna be October 17th or whatever? Don't worry.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we don't know as well, honestly, because we gotta kind of see the release schedule for the bigger titles this year. So like, for example, last year Red Dead came out around the end of the year, right? So everyone tried to avoid the
Yep.
month the month that Red Dead came out. So that's a common tactic that most developers use. We kind of just look through the release schedule and say, okay, this month looks pretty free. Maybe we'll launch it there. Stuff like that. But generally now, as the years go by, it hasn't really been like the best time to launch a game anymore. Every month's pretty shit. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always something, right? It's always
Yes. Yeah. There's always like
it's
there's
not
always like
the
200 of games. Yeah.
yeah, it's not the traditional like Call of Duty doesn't come out in November anymore. It's not
Right.
well, I guess August is still the for us Madden, which in the US kind
Right.
of signals like the fall season for games. But yeah, it's like, you got huge games releasing in January, which that never happened before.
Exactly, because it's like basically the idea we have is in December is the holiday period, right? So everyone's already spent their money
Right, yeah.
buying their holiday gifts, like their games and stuff. So usually most developers we avoid January, but yeah, this month is insane. Like Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, it's lots of games coming out this month. So yeah, I mean, good luck to any indie game that decided to launch in January, man. You're gonna need it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm really curious. How is Cat Quest 2 going to build on the foundation established in Cat Quest 1?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you asked that question because in Cat Quest 1 you only could play as a cat, but in Cat Quest 2 is you can actually play as both a cat and a dog. So we're introducing the Dog Kingdom, which is the Lupus Empire, into the game. Right. So the Lupus Empire was kind of it was teased in the first game. So if you talk to some of the NPCs, like some of the cats inside the game, they'll be talking about how they've always warred with the Lupus Empire, how they hate dogs and stuff like that. So we're finally bringing them in. So because we're bringing in both a cat and a dog, we're also introducing a local, so you can actually play with a friend. If you plug in another controller, you can pick a full local co-op. The local co-ops also these things. So at any point of time, someone could just jump in, hook in a controller, and he's good to go. If he needs to leave, he can just detach his controller, go back to single player, like go back to 1v1 mode, and the game seamlessly handles all of this. Furthermore, the whole map has been doubled in size because of the Lupus Empire. You can actually walk to the Dog Kingdom from the Cat Kingdom seamlessly, so it's one giant map. So that's pretty cool. So there's no load times, there's no teleporting to a different scene or a different level. It's all just in one big place. So yeah, usually in open world games,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because in like most open world games like Skyrim or Witcher or stuff like that, usually the whole map is just like one continent, right? It's just like one
Yeah.
country or something like that. Yeah, but what we managed to do was have two different continents, two different countries, each with its own side quests, its own stories, and they all interlink and stuff like that. So it's pretty exciting, but it's also like a real. It's really tough to do, man. It's like so much content, so much work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because effectively it's now 2 games.
Effectively, it's two games, two drastically different terrains. So like the Lubus Empire is more dry, it's more desert-y, right? So it's lots of sand, lots of ancient ruins and buried civilizations. But the Cat Continent, Falengard, is more green, more grassy. It's more what you expect from like a medieval fantasy environment. So yeah, combining the two is gonna be pretty cool. And also the whole like dogs hate cats, cats hate dogs. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to play it. I guess. I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm honestly very interested to see how it comes out because I had a blast with even the like 15 minutes that I played of the demo. 20 minutes that I played of the demo, I was having fun, and cool. I really can't wait to see Cat Quest 2 when it comes out. We'll say later this year.
Yeah, later this year. Just give us more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Desmond. It was great to talk to you.
Yeah,
I hope everyone listening is looking forward to Cat Quest 2. If you haven't checked out the first game, it's on Steam. What else is it on?
It's on PS4. It's on Nintendo Switch. It's on mobile as well, iOS and Android. Yeah.
Cool.
Right. And yeah, if your listeners would like to check out the trailer for Cat Quest 2, you can come to our Facebook site, or just follow us on Twitter.
We'll put your social stuff up
in
the post for the show. Yeah. So everyone, that was Desmond Wong from the Gentle Bros, developers of Cat Quest and Cat Quest 2.
Yep.
Coming out later this year.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll talk to everyone later, and everyone have a great, I'll say week that this comes out. I don't know when it's going to come out. It should come out with our next show. Just have a great week.
Well, right. Yep. See ya.
Goodbye.